Tom.
Well, here in my house in Leowin, I do remember what this was all about because I remember the partitions made of cloth going up around here. Anyway, hello everybody, Tom Fawkes here, back to more of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. In the last episode, we finished up all the quests in Breville and well, Leowin, even though we'd already done all of them. In this episode, I was gonna go to Chaden Hall, but the only quest I have left there I can't do yet. Interesting enough, so we're gonna head all the way across the area to Anvil. And what is our first stop as always? Well, I would say real estate, but we actually already have a house there. And I came here by mistake. So instead, I believe we, yes! Yes! We're going over this way. Over this way, over that way. Over this way, over that way. There's a ship here. It's a nice ship. The Sea Tub Clarabella. There's nobody here. Might as well head in.
Got my dukes already.
How are you today?
Good day.
You've nothing to say to me.
Goodbye.
The Book of Red Riddles. There's a jewelry box here.
So long as I'm here, I might as well see what's inside.
An ebony diamond ring. It's bizarre that you don't want to talk to me.
Well met.
It's also bizarre that I could sleep in this bed.
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here.
Can I go below deck? This is a very bizarre area. Oh, there's got to be a way for me to go. Yes, okay. Ooh, okay. The Clarabella mid-deck. Oh god, he sees the kid!
This is the
Pirates!
fall down and bleed.
Alright, well, I did all I could here. Why do I hear sheep? I'm trying to kill your friend.
You'll never take Don't hurt me.
This is Captain Bazone Patnam. A note from First Mate Filch and a key. Well, what do we got here? A note from First Mate Filch. Captain, I'm telling you, sir, we've got to be more careful. If the Leowin City watch comes snooping around again, we may have to pull anchor and get out of this good-for-nothing city. I ain't spend the rest of my days locked up in jail for illegally transporting cattle. No, sir, I will not. All due respect, Captain, but the mates and me signed on for real pirate stuff. Murdering, looting, and ravaging. We ain't no damn shepherds. First Mate Filch. Pirate! And there's sheep here. Okay.
Who's there?
There'll be pirates on here. Come on now. There we go. A little bit of training for you. Or for me, for that matter. I got a key to this place. Hi, kid. The lower deck. There's just a sheep around here. Oh! Oh gods! First Mate Filch!
Oh!
I be trying to kill Filch! And ye be a mess of a pirate! Ye be cowering. Ye be the one who took this life of piracy. There be a lot of sheep around here. Look at the damn sheep. I guess they were smuggling sheep. I could kill them and get the mutton, but I'd rather not. I could sleep in this bed. A chest. Well then. This seems to have gone awry. Top deck. Are you gonna attack me?
I heard you know how to move in light armor.
No, you're not gonna attack me. Is there a chest around here? Yes! Ooh, he's got a copy of the Lusty Argonian Maid. Nice!
I didn't see a thing.
Shut up, you. Shut up, you. You follow your esteemed Grand Champion, and for what? To question his motives? What say you then, foul knave? Of a follower?
How are you? Have pity on an old...
What do we got over here? Hello, you must be Varule.
I'll never get that crystal ball back. Not with those frightful spirits floating around.
Stop! Just stop.
This is a travesty. A complete and utter travesty. The crystal ball is just sitting there in the hold, but I'll be damned if I'm going back on board. And nobody will help me. Nobody. Not with those spirits roaming the decks.
Spirits.
I don't suppose you'll help me. No, of course you won't.
All right, I'd actually be glad to help.
Of course you can't. Nobody ever wants to help. That's the... Wait. Did you actually say you'd help me?
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful. I can't thank you enough. I've been going out of my mind ever since my crew was murdered.
The hell?
This is my ship, you see. The Serpent's Wake. I hired the crew to sail to Somerset Isle to retrieve a family heirloom. My mother's crystal ball.
Whoa, what?
They made the journey and arrived back all right. But then, someone murdered them. All of them. Now their spirits are haunting the ship.
Thought I was going to Somerset for a
The
second.
crystal ball is in a chest in the ship's hold, but I can't get to it. I made it as far as the captain's cabin, but the spirits nearly killed me. Get the crystal ball and return it to me here, and I'll make it worth your trouble. Here, you'll need this key. Thank you so much.
Well,
How are you?
time to go,
Okay. You?
Not bad.
Good for you. The boots of the Crusader have been given to a
It's apparently trespassing, so I'm just gonna sneak in here. Don't do that. Oh, he sees us. All right, that doesn't have enough charge, so we're going axe, baby. We're going axe raider. Jesus! I stole my axe! These guys are tough! I need better agility. Ectoplasm and a captured soul. Putting that in the Mad God's poker to be able to take these things down faster. Good God! I went flying! Let me make sure all my equipment's up to snuff here. Snuff, 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 snuff. Jesus, you had a cutlass? You had a pirate's cutlass? Ring of the Night Eye, 100 gold. Night Eye... Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind Night Eye so much if it didn't turn everything blue. There's probably a mod for that. What in God's name are you thinking? You are directly in the way of combat! There's another one! This child is gonna get me murdered. Wow! All right, you wanna go? You wanna go, my friend? Mon frere? Woo! And now, I'm Silencio.
Yeah!
I disarmed him! Have at ye! On Morrowind. It's a chest in here with calipers!
I may need the tongs.
These always come in groups of 3. Dead crew member. Serpent's Wake key. Okay, okay. I like how I was given permission to come aboard here. And it's still counted as trespassing. Who about that? Even though it still counts as trespassing, I can technically sleep there. Neato. Oh, good. Your jaw is who I wanted to see. Did you silence your friend? Here, there we go.
Increase my blunt.
Oh, that ain't good. You guys take so much to kill that it's hard to kill you. But it's okay, a little bit of absorption would never hurt anybody. There we go. We'll get Shadowrun back up to snuff in no time. A dead crew member with another key. I gotta stop taking these keys. I'm falling back into old habits. I'll take the pocket change though, as I'm spending a lot of my money on I believe I'm at the lowest deck, so where be this crystal ball? Sounds like we're kicking it around, but I don't see anything. Flawed ruby. Skooma, of course. Sailors need drugs. Oh, it's in this chest. Valerie's crystal ball. Retrieve Valerie's crystal ball. I must now return it to her on the top deck of the Serpent's Wake. Half expecting a there he is, officer! That's the man who killed my crew and stole my crystal ball! Yeah.
Heyo, you did it! You actually made it back with a crystal ball! Oh, thank you! Here, please take this as a reward. It's the captain's enchanted cutlass. I managed to grab it when I was in his cabin before his spirit chased me out. Oh, thank you so very much.
You are quite welcome. Your crew is crazy.
At any rate, though, I also believe that's every, quest in Anvil. That one, the other ship I went onto was a quest that's not journal related. You just kind of find out about that and take it upon yourself to take down these sheep smugglers. I do like that I can run on the roof. I'm like Naruto! Or his son! Naruto's dad's son! Anyway, we're gonna head on over to Bruma. Because that is the next place where we got some questing to do. I think I'm gonna go through the East Gate here. I haven't done a lot with Bruma. If I can think of it, thus far. Hail!
Crime doesn't.
I know. Do you have any rumors? Nope.
Dang.
I'm through talking to you.
I am through talking.
There's a running person. What are you doing back here?
What do you want?
Skjorta.
Bruma.
We drink because we're happy. We're Nords. It's just the thick tongue and fat head the day after that makes me unhappy.
Fat head. I've never heard that used for a hangover. And thick tongue? Is that a thing?
You're making that up. Hail.
Crime doesn't.
Rumors?
The Dark Brotherhood. They've actually murdered Adamus Philida, the Imperial Legion commander. It's in the latest Black Horse Courier here.
Adamus Philida slain!
I'm through talking to you.
I am through being talked to.
Some of these questions you gotta get through rumors. Hope to God they work.
I can eat for a day with this.
Have a coin bigger.
They say someone finally laid poor Lord Vli...
I don't think I've done this one
Blessings of
before.
Archay upon ye.
I don't think I have, but it's possible I might have.
Crime doesn't...
Rumors.
Oh, have you heard? About old Balin? It was a horrible accident. A stuffed minotaur head fell off the wall and crushed him to death. Tragic. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Oh god, okay. Well, maybe I can go into the inn and find some people more willing to talk. Cause sometimes like they just don't have anything for me.
I used to think
Shut up.
old Bainlin is dead. I hear it was a horror.
Am I gonna be hearing that a lot?
Farewell.
Old Bainlin
Welcome
is
to
dead.
Bruma.
Countess Carvane. I'm through talking to you.
You there, Snar the cook. Snar? Snar?
I'm Snar, the cook. We got genuine Skyrim cuisine. Fresh, simple, big helpings, just like Mom used to make.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Hang on a second.
Good day.
No. You get back up. You get back up and look me straight in the
What
goiter.
do you want?
Whoa. Look at that chin.
We're still in Cyrodiil here in Bruma.
But it is cold,
Take
like
care.
Skyrim.
I'm not
Seems
really
you
getting
bloodied
the,
your knuckles a few times.
not really getting what I need here in terms of, like, the quests I need. Let's try waiting a little while and see. Dan, why don't we cut ahead to when I actually get the rumor that I'm looking for. I found Balin's guard.
Balin. Oh, Balin. I loved you, old man. I loved you, but I couldn't protect you. Oh, Balin.
Poor guy.
What can I do?
Rumors.
Old Balin.
God damn it.
Good journey to you.
Let's keep cutting ahead.
Did you hear about Braden Lyrian? A vampire hunter named Raynal Draelis made his way into town, snuck into his house, and killed him.
Finally, we got something. Raynal Draelis.
Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynal slew him. Kind of strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such a likable fellow.
Maybe he was convincing you of other
I'm
things.
through talking to you.
Oh, wow. There's Braden's house. Whoa, there's a lot of guard here.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynal Draelis, will be allowed access.
Hold on.
What?
Let's play Wheel of Friendship again.
You're wasting your breath. I wish I could say that. Not funny. Not even a little bit.
Wheel of Friendship, turn. Tell me something,
Get
anything,
away from
please.
me.
Get a load of this! Sorry, I heard get away from me, and my first thought was get a load of this.
Your goodness. What can I say? Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. That's just... You're revolting.
You're revolting.
Not... Oh, please.
I can continue on my merry way
You're wasting your breath.
with a humble joke.
Not funny. That works for me. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynal Draelis, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynal arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night.
Vampires can go out in
I'm
daylight,
afraid
so
there's
I've
not
heard.
much more to tell you. So you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
Interesting rumors?
Hey,
Yep, that's me.
I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living.
Braden.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
This seems like a witch hunt.
Feel free to question any.
Repeated tampering with Braden's corpse is a crime and will alert the authorities.
Perhaps you can help me.
Trouble.
I can't believe this is happening.
Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
Calm down, I want to help.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what happened.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Raynal Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Raynal, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Raynal convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
The evidence looks bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Raynal character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Raynal Draelus.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar.
Rumors.
I've heard that Orentus Falvius at the chapel can conjure up creatures.
Ooh.
Training.
I know I sound desperate,
Excuse
but I
me.
know.
Sorry.
Okay, let's check the basement then. Yep, there's the beggar. Murdered beggar. Nothing on him. Thief of virtue. Alluring gaze. And a handbill. Buying, selling, who cares? We'll do either at Nova Roma. We'll do whatever it takes to make a sale. Whatever it takes. They don't even have a ladder. They use boxes to stand up there. All right. What's next for me on this quest? Our husband is innocent. He simply works at night, sleeps during the day. It's planted the body. She's suspicious of Raynal, who she says recognizes. I think I should locate Raynal. Ask him a question. As to start with some merchants and innkeepers in town. I'm glad they kind of give you like a way, like a starting point for some of these quests. Let's start with Olaf's Tap and Tack.
Are you Olaf?
What can I do?
Braden.
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Raynil Drillis.
I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know.
Wheel of Friendship!
Make it quick.
Likes those two, hates these two.
You're... No, Ike's... Not bad. Not bad at all. Whatever. I'm not buying that. Yeah, I get it.
Wheel of Friendship, turn, turn, turn.
You're... Sure... Whatever. I doubt you
Tell
really
me
mean
who
that.
I should like.
That's Sure, that's cute. That's not bad. Raynil is staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Is he here? Ah. I've entered Raynil's room. I should carefully search for anything suspicious. An outfit. Aho. I've discovered a small journal in Raynil's room at the inn. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort in some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest it was secured in. Two of the other members of the group were named Braden and someone named Gelliborn. I need to find more about Gelliborn to confirm my suspicion about Raynil. Olaf may be able to help. The 8th day has passed and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower and scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out here, as if the ruins were paying respects to the alien inhabitants that disappeared long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scrapes before. Braden paid good money for the information as to our treasures' whereabouts. I hope it doesn't turn out to be another fiasco. This morning, our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3 to 1, we did very well. Only Raynil suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braden had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruins. The remains of a great keep. 2 of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock so typical of the alien architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault of the ruin difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Braden suggested we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off, and after several hours of back-breaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell leading down into the ground. We decided to wait until morning's light to begin our descent into the depths of the ruin. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might be ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches into a fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stale air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited as that meant no other tomb robbers have gotten here before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, tripwires, or pressure plates, such as my specialty. The alien were well known for their cunning traps, protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Braden, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended with a metal door with the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Braden's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider's legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th one, then the 1st one, the 2nd one, then the 8th one, and finally the 1st one again. Well, time to memorize this. 6-1-2-8. 61281. I closed my eyes as there were a few loud clicks and then the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief. Pushing open the door, I looked in in at a huge room with a pedestal at the center. Sitting on a pedestal illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic stylized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point ending up at the door entrance. This is the last of the traps the alien left behind to protect their treasure again. If it hadn't been for Braden's skills at acquiring information, we may have never had known how to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Braden and Raynal to remain at the entrance to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully I began to walk in the darkness of the tiles that formed the third leg of the spider. Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny piece of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip could again mean instant death. But death never arrived. The information was correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back out into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of its magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled. We certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Braden agreed to contract a local cooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none of us would have access to the artifact with the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang many a song of adventures past and adventures to come. Well, that definitely opens a book. Opens this path here. It would seem that our good friend Raynal here was very greedy.
What can I do for you?
Gilliborn.
Gilliborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gilliborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynal and his so-called accomplishment.
Very convenient. Raynal Draelis.
And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
Well, dang.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
Seems my next stop is gonna be. Oh wait, still Bruma. I guess back to the house where the murder took place.
Look at the muscles on you.
Yep, Braden Lyrian's house.
Oh, you're back. So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
Richer.
Gilliborn.
How do you know about that? Ah, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gilliborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Gilliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean, you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gilliborn was not a vampire?
I have Gilliborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless.
It's okay, Carius.
I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olaf's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Olaf's Tap and Tack in 1 hour. Well, that hour is going to turn into, for those keeping up with this series, a possible 48 hours. As yeah, next time in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, we're gonna get that Raynal and get revenge on him. Well, not really revenge, but we'll get revenge for the widow of Braden. And, you know, help the town guard with all this razzmatazz. So I'll see you all next time. Later. Wait, where's the kid?